Hey, I'm Mike. How are you? I teach STEM here at SMCM. I'm just going to go through the Masters. I'm very excited to make this video. Hopefully many students enjoy using it. All right, here we go. So STEM is basically science, technology, engineering and mathematics. We investigate a problem a lot of the time. We design, work it out, we construct it, we problem solve, try and think how do we make it better, and we improve it. And that's what the design process is. But let's get on to the Masters. There are many Masters. One is a planet master. They get this certificate, and we're basically got to say Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, the first of the masters. Then the next one, we have solar system. Again, no next one. It's basically anyone you want to learn, and we learn about the solar system in different ways. But children have to do all of this. So preps through to grade 6. There's one star, our sun, 8 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. 5 dwarf planets, Pluto, Ceres, Haumea, Markii, and Eris, 181 moons, 840,000 asteroids, 3,500 comets. The hottest planet is Venus with an average temperature of 465 degrees Celsius. Coldest planet is Uranus with an average temperature of negative 195, very cold. All the planets were named after Roman and Greek gods or goddesses, except for Earth, which means ground in Old Germanic English. We could fit over 1,300 Earths in our biggest planet, Jupiter. We can fit over 1 million Earths in our sun, and Jupiter has 95 moons. Now, the solar system facts are changing all the time. These aren't 100% accurate, obviously, but this is a good deal of wonderful facts. Solar system, we're pretty close. All right, next one. You've got the Clouds Master. So to name all these clouds and the heights. So basically you've got your stratus, and I try and teach the children to learn these two first, stratus and cumulus, because if you can do stratus, then this is the alto and the cirro level. So stratus, alto, stratus, cirro, stratus, cumulus, alto, cumulus, cirro, cumulus. This is sort of in between both stratus and cumulus, so it's stratocumulus. Nimbostratus are the dark grey ones that give rain. Cumulonimbus, huge, giant, fluffy cloud, and they can give rain. And then you've got the cirrus clouds with the wispy ones that can cause these things called halos, okay? And then they have to say 2,000 and 7,000 meters. And I usually have these in my pocket, and students can come and find me on first and second break. I've got this on there. It's a little bit thing, but you could always pause the video and try and do it yourself, see how you go. And there's the Clouds Master certificate. All right. And then we have the periodic table. Now, periodic table, we have certificates for 25, 50, 75, and 118. And they receive this certificate, or they receive this one if they can basically be and learn the actual letters of each of the elements. So they could say H hydrogen, He helium, then they may get one of these later down the track. This video is what I use basically to 25 in our STEM lessons. We go through that very, very quickly. And if the students want to learn further, they can practice with the sheet, which we have double-sided sheet that they can take at the end of any class and practice with that. Alrighty, so periodic table song, fantastic. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, and we go on through to 25, then 50, 75. And to become a golden child, which I'll talk about later, they've got to do from 1 to 118 in one go. All right, and then we have the Rainbow Master. And rainbows from prep to 2, they just need to do these. And then from 3 to 6, they have to do all of these. So we have a rainbow is an arc on land, but a full circle if we saw it from the sky. And some children even send photos or videos of different things they see. So there's Gemma sent a photo of a full circle because it's from the sky. How cool is that? Rainbows can only be seen in the morning or late afternoon, and they have to say red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Preps to 2, do that, you get a Rainbow Master certificate. 3s and 6s have to also add this. Sun needs to be 40 degrees from the horizon or less, or I should say, less than 40 degrees from the horizon, so it can't be too high. And sunlight reflects off the water droplets. It bends light, so there's a bending of light, which is called refraction, and then it splits. You can say them in any order, but that's the rainbow facts to get the Rainbow Master. All right, and then we have the Bone Master. So we teach your students, they've got, an adult has 206 bones, and children by the time they're in their 20s develop the 206 bones because a lot of their bones are forming and joining together still. So they've got around 300, it's sort of 280, 290, 310. It's sort of different for different developments. All right, and to get all the bones for the Bone Master, you basically, this is what we need to do. You've got the cranium, mandible, sternum, clavicle, humerus, radius and ulna, radius the thumb side and ulna, phalanges, metacarpals and carpals in the wrist. Then you've got ribs, pelvis, femur, patella, tibia and fibula, phalanges, metatarsals and tarsals, and then we turn around and the students know scapula are your two big shoulder blades, cervical vertebrae, thoracic vertebrae and lumbar vertebrae. We often talk about the sacrum, how they're fused together, and the coccyx bone, which is the little tailbone. We also mention to the students that you've got the clavicle, which is the most commonly broken bone, the femur, biggest bone in the body, which is also the hardest to break and most painful bone to break, and then you've also got the pelvis, only bone that's different between men and women, or man and a girl and a boy, because the girls is slightly wider, allowing more room for a baby to be born. And then you have the Bachelor of Bones, or the Bone Master certificate. And that's that. All right, we keep going, Mouth Master. To get that, prep to twos have to do just, children have 20 teeth and adults 32, cats have 30 teeth and dogs 42, and then have to say molars, premolars, canines, the pointy ones, and incisors. And then the 3s to 6s have to say that and these things as well. So teeth start to form before you're even born, but they don't come through until you're between 6 to 12 months. Humans have developed all their teeth by their early 20s. No two people have the same set of teeth. A person's teeth are as unique as their fingerprints. Teeth, like your bones, are alive. They have their own blood supply and nerves, and a tooth can die. We have around 10,000 taste buds in our mouth, most located on our tongue. Our tongue taste buds are sweet, sour, bitter, and salty. And then we've got, relative to its size, the tongue is the strongest muscle in the human body. So we have to do those things. It doesn't have to be in that particular order, and we become a mouth master. And we show pictures, like I said, that children bring in, and you point to this and they'd say canine, you point to this and they'd say incisor, etc., etc. And students are always bringing in videos, sending videos in Seesaw, and sending through some photos, which is pretty cool. Many of the birds that are in our St. Mary the Cross McKillop community are these birds, and there's some others, but they're common birds that we see when we're on holidays or around and about. So these are all the birds to get the bird master. Preps to twos have to do this side, and then 3s to 6s have to do this side as well. So they have to do them all. So you have the India myna, noisy myna, Australian magpie, magpie lark or mudlark, the sulphur-crested cockatoo, the pelican, the eastern and crimson rosellas, galah, laughing kookaburra, crow or raven, silver gull or seagull, Australian white ibis or bin chicken, Australian wood duck, mallard, Pacific black duck, rock pigeon, crested pigeon. We talk about crest is what's on the top of the head. House sparrow, this is the boy, this is the girl. Australian busted bird, spotted dove, common blackbird and common starling, the Australian brush turkey, the masked lapwing, rainbow lorikeet, black swan and woolly wagtail. Pretty cool. All right. And then I've put this up so students can practice and pause it, I suppose, and then they can practice on their own, see how it goes. And then this is, if you get all the masters, you become a golden child. Now, if the students have a trophy, it means they were golden child last year, which is pretty cool. This is showing all the different masters. These are the 2 new ones we had this year. The others, they were the ones of 2023. Students, that's 25 periodic table, 50, 75, 118. Some students have gone that step further, and now if it has a gold box behind, they now know the letters of the first 25 of the periodic table. Some prep 1s and 2s, they even have gold boxes behind these ones, and these ones, to represent that they not only have the prep 1 and 2 things they need to know, but they've extended themselves and they have a gold box behind to show 3, 4, 5 and 6 things as well. So that's pretty cool. And then these, if you become a golden child, this represents every person that helped become a master of something. So that's pretty cool. So that's that. So hopefully you enjoy doing your masters. Rewind, do the video at different points, find the different spots that you might want to work your masters. And one last thing that you're welcome to consider looking at is, years ago, I wasn't a STEM teacher, but I was going to make a heap of videos for 365 days, every day of the year, just about life itself. And a lot of it was STEM learning. And they're interesting. So if you go and you Google Let's Learn with Mike, you'll see in YouTube, I was working in Werribee, so a long way away from where I live, because I live in Greensborough, and I was travelling a long way. So by the time I was getting home, it was pretty dark, So I didn't end up making my 365, but there's some amazing videos that students might enjoy watching. All you have to do, like I said, is put "Let's Learn with Mike," and then you will pop up with these videos that you can enjoy, hopefully learning some things from, bowling alleys and going behind, a bowling alley, a 10-pin bowling alley, to a golf course, to fishing, to motorbikes, to whatever. So again, great learning. So things to consider looking at if you're interested. No need to if you're not. So all good. So I'll leave it with you. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Hopefully you use it, and keep learning. That's what it's all about, and have fun doing it. Well done. Enjoy. See ya.